Once upon a time, in the heart of the mountain, the great crystals of Glimmerdeep were growing quiet, a creeping sorrow the dwarves called the Silent Fade. Boren, a gem-keeper, felt the fade more than most.
I wish I could see the heart of the mountain blaze with its ancient power once more.
Hundreds of feet above, in a world Boren could barely imagine, a similar sadness was unfolding.
The sunlight I weave no longer holds its sparkle. The laughter is growing softer.
The legends speak of a time when the light of the stone and the life of the sky were one. The mountain's heart root is thirsty for the sun.
Someone must go to the surface, Boren. Someone with a gentle hand and a listening heart.
At that very moment, the fairy queen summoned Lyra.
Our lifelight fades, little weaver. The ancient songs say that the forest's roots have lost touch with the heart of the world. They thirst for the strength of the deep stone. Someone must journey to the foot of the mountain and find out why its spirit sleeps.
And so, two journeys began, one climbing toward the strange and wild, the other flying towards the feared and dark. Boren emerged, blinking and gasping. He had never seen so much, everything.
By my beard, what is this place?
It was then that a glimmer of movement caught his eye, a creature so delicate she seemed made of spun moonlight and flower petals.
What are you?
I might ask the same of you. You came from the stone. The stone is silent and sad. Do you know why?
The light is fading. The heart of the mountain is unwell.
The life is fading. The dew no longer sparkles.
It wasn't just a mountain problem or a forest problem. It was a world problem.
The elders said, our worlds must connect. There is a legend of a place, the sunken grotto of shared light. They say the cure is there.
I've heard those whispers too, but the way is treacherous.
And so, the unlikely pair set off together, their journey a clumsy dance of opposites. Boren's lantern cast a small, brave light, but it was Lyra who could rise above the fog, a beacon for him to follow.
Perhaps I am not strong enough. The gem keepers are meant to protect the light, and I have let it fail.
And I am just a weaver of light. My magic is small. How can I possibly heal an entire forest?
My people think strength is in the hammer and the forge, but I have always believed the truest strength is here, hidden, waiting for the right light to show its beauty.
Lyra smiled, a real, radiant smile.
And my people think strength is in the sun and the sky. But I think it's also here, in the quiet will to grow, even in the dark.
In that moment, they stopped seeing each other as a clunky dwarf and a fragile fairy. They saw a friend. With renewed hope, they pressed on, their trust in each other now a guiding light stronger than any lantern. Finally, they found it. Behind a waterfall veiled in moss was a hidden cave entrance.
The sunken grotto.
The Boren was more beautiful than any legend had described.
Air and earth, wood and stone, all intertwined.
This was the heart of it all, but it was dormant. As they approached, a soft, echoing voice, neither male nor female, stone nor wind, filled the cavern.
The light is born of two halves, one to hold the fire of the world, the other to offer the tears of the sky. One of strength, one of grace. Only together can you awaken the heart.
Boren and Lyra looked at each other, understanding instantly. It wasn't a riddle to be solved. It was an act to be performed. Boren knew what he must do. He placed the gem, said to contain a spark of the mountain's original fire, into the basin. Now it was Lyra's turn. She remembered the warmth of the sun, the coolness of the morning, and focused all of her hope into a single point of energy.
For the forest and the mountain.
With delicate precision, she let it fall, a tiny star falling into a crystal heart. The boron exploded with light, the color of dwarf song and the sound of fairy. They could feel the world breathing a sigh of relief.
It worked. It truly worked.
Far below, in the city of Glimmerdeep, the silent fade was banished in a single, glorious moment. And far above, in the Whisperwood, a wave of life washed through the trees, and the air itself seemed to hum with restored magic. They had saved their homes not by being the same, but by celebrating what made them different.
The strength of the mountain.
They returned not as a dwarf and a fairy, but as heroes and friends. The path to the sunken grotto became a well-trod one, as two worlds began to share their wonders. Boron and Lyra often met at the grotto's entrance.
You see? This line here, that's the story of a long winter. And this bright spot, that's the hope of spring.
He taught her how to read the stories in the stones, and she taught him the names of the stars. Their friendship had healed their world, proving that the greatest magic of all was the courage to connect and the wisdom to share your light. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for further amazing stories. See you in the next adventurous story.